Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's Daryl here. It is bright and freaking early, 4 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Okay, once again, conservatives, another boycott. They're angry again at another wokeism and woke company. Protect the children. They're indoctrinating the children. Yeah, again, all that. This time it's over cookies. Oreos. I think it's Ben Shapiro or Greg Kelly tweeted this. I laugh. I've redone this like 5 times and I laugh every time I say it. He likes his cookies. C is for cookie. He does not like gay cookies. Yeah, he actually wrote this. All right, this is okay. Oreo cookies. It's all over a short film, an advertisement called The Note. They did this in conjunction, Oreo Cookie did this in conjunction with, I think it's pronounced PFLAG, not PFLAG. That stands for Parents, Friends, and Family of Lesbian and Gays. And Oreo donated $500,000 to PFLAG. And not during the Pride Awareness Month, but after, which I think is good. It shows a commitment. They're not just doing it for the flash, for the, just for the 1 month, just to show that they're in support. So it shows a true commitment. Okay. At the end of this commercial, it shows a Chinese American family, a young guy, a man, with his close family practicing a speech in Chinese. He's practicing his grandmother's coming from China to America, and he's sitting with his mother and other close family because he's going to tell his grandmother and these older relatives that he's gay. And at the end, the mother comes in. The man is nervous, and he's looking at his note, and the mom comes in and stands behind him, and on the note it says, she may be my mother, but you're my son. So in other words, the mother is saying, look, I got your back, no matter what your grandmother says, I love you. Regardless, I accept you, even if however this turns out with your grandmother. And then it talks about love. It shows the Oreo cookie as part of a heart with the rainbow colors. It's a cool video. All right. Why is this important? Recently, in the last couple of years, I've talked to conservative people, mainly Trump supporters, and they've always said this. They say this almost word for word. Look, I don't have a problem with gay people. I just don't like it all. I don't like it shoved in my face. Why do they have to shove this in my face? Why do they have to put it out there? Translation. They aren't scared of, they don't mind gay people as long as they stay in the closet. As long as they don't mention that they're gay, as long as they pretend that they're straight and hide who they really are, they're fine with it. That's what that means. That's all that means. I've asked them in detail, how are they shoving this in your face? Like this video. This is supporting, young people. Look, I'm a heterosexual man. I can't imagine how hard it is to break this to coming out to your family. I'm going to tell you a story about somebody in my own family and why it's important to accept people how they are. All right. My father's brother, my uncle, he served in Vietnam. I remember getting reel-to-reel tape recordings back in 1970 from Vietnam, from my uncle, where he was fighting in Vietnam. And I was young then. I was only 4 years old, and I thought I could talk to the tape recorder. I still remember this. I heard my uncle's voice on the tape recorder, and I thought it was like a telephone. And I kept trying to say, Uncle Dick, and I kept trying to talk to him. His name is Uncle Richard, Uncle Dick. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so he was married to my aunt, and he came home, safely from Vietnam. He married my aunt, had a couple of my 2 cousins, two boys who are even bigger than I am. These guys are like 6'6", huge. This isn't part of the story, but my relatives. And I don't know, this was about 20 or 30 years ago, after the boys, my cousins, were probably in their teens. He came out. My aunt and my uncle got divorced. And my uncle ended up marrying his companion, his boyfriend. I remember later on when my cousin got married, a heterosexual marriage, my cousin, and my uncle and his husband, proud, they came to the wedding in front of the whole family and everything. And I was very proud of him. I just thought of the guts, the balls it took, just to say, look, this is who I am. Because his family, we all remember him married to my aunt, and his son is getting married. And he was proud. You could see that he was being who he was, and he was proud of it. And I've always supported him. I just had ultimate respect for him, because I can't imagine how hard that was. Because he had, of course, he had to go to his son's weddings and everything. But I just had ultimate respect for him, for bringing his bringing his husband with him, and just being who he was. And I respect that. Here's a little backstory, and I hope my uncle, if he sees this, he doesn't mind me telling the story. He's an alcoholic, a recovering alcoholic. And I remember for years he drank heavily. It ended with him totaling a Connecticut State police car, leaving a bar. He ran into the back of a Connecticut State police car, totaled it, got in all sorts of trouble. And he got into recovery. And basically he accepted who he was. So in recovery, I've seen this a lot, where people, I've talked to a lot of people in recovery that were gay. And I think it goes unsaid that a lot of these people went to drugs and alcohol to try to cover up the conflict of trying to hide who they were. With me, I turned to cocaine because I wanted to be outgoing, the life of the party. I think I was naturally introverted when I was a teen, and I was shy. I was kind of not shy, but quiet. And I got picked on a lot when I was younger. And I remember trying cocaine, and I was the life of the party. I remember this one specific incident, one of the first times I used cocaine. And the prettiest girl there wanted my phone number, and I was hooked after that. It made me somebody. I was denying who I was. It made me somebody I wasn't. And when you're in recovery, you see this over and over again. What I'm saying here is, by denying who you are and not being proud of it, it leads to other problems, including addiction and other mental health issues. You have to be proud. You have to own who you are and be proud of who you are. It's important. And that's what this whole Oreo commercial is about, is accepting who you are. I think it's fantastic that companies come out and show support for love and family and acceptance and tolerance. Those are good things. So then we have conservatives, where they spin this into, seriously, especially lately. I made the video a little ways back about grooming, which really ticked me off, because I know grooming. I was groomed by a pedophile. I know what grooming is. And they call stuff like this Oreo commercial, grooming. Just trying to drum up false outrage. So Ben Shapiro, I think it's Ben Shapiro or Greg Kelly, or one of them, puts out this, I don't want gay cookies. I want my cookies normal or straight or whatever. And the really offensive thing, like I said, is how they're trying to spin this about the children. Once again, we have to protect the children. When actually, like I said, by supporting people. Look, gay people have been around since there have been people around, and they're always going to be around. I don't know why conservatives just don't understand this. They just want them to stay out of sight and pretend they're straight, so they feel comfortable with their own hangups or whatever. And that leads to other issues. You have to be who you are. So anyway, my uncle is he's got over 20 years in recovery, recovering alcoholic. In recovery, he's happy. He's married to his husband, who is a fantastic guy. And I couldn't be prouder of him. And I congratulate Oreo and any other company that supports this love and tolerance of other people. It's not indoctrination. It's about love and acceptance. You know, Jesus, those Jesus things, remember that? All right. You guys have a good Wednesday.